Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Katawa Shoujo, Hanako's Beta Path Part 7. Could potentially be the final part. Don't know how much more there is to go, but we'll find out later. Anyways, I stepped through the door without looking and almost trip over Lilly. Lilly? Hisao? What are you doing here? Lilly tries to stand up rapidly and almost falls over in the process. Instinctively, I reach out to help her, but pull back at the last second. It's hard enough to explain this as is, let alone if I were to cover her in Hanako's and my juices. She quickly rights herself, but she can't hide the embarrassment that is written across her face. Are you alright? I heard some strange noises and I thought that Hanako might be in trouble. She had a difficult night last night, and so I felt obliged to check on her. And I hadn't seen her all so perhaps something was amiss. The front door was locked, so I tried to make an entry through the bathroom. But now I realize there is no problem. Good night! Lilly, too embarrassed to stay in our company, bows quickly and then retreats back to her room through the bathroom. In order to prevent further mishaps, I flush the condom and start to shower. I rinse myself of the sweat and then change places with Hanako, who does the same. We dry ourselves in silence. Hanako changes into her pajamas and I redress. For what feels like an hour, we just look at each other sheepishly. A number of times one of us goes to speak, but no words come out. Both of us are too embarrassed to move, so we just sit uncomfortably. Eventually there is a small knock on the door, followed by a whisper. Hisao, Hanako? I have made some tea. Would you like to join me? As if commanded by Lilly's words, Hanako and I sheepishly get up and open the door. Lilly, I'm sorry. It won't happen again. I should be the one to apologize. I was the one invading your privacy. But you were doing what lovers do. Though, after a close call like last night, is this really wise? But the nurse said... You asked the nurse if it was okay? Well, not really, but I think he knew. So, last night too? I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I suspected that fainting was too much of a reaction to a long walk. Lilly shakes her head as if trying to get herself back on track. Come now, the tea is getting cold. The three of us sit around Lilly's small table, sipping our tea in an uncomfortable silence. Hanako and I are still wearing embarrassed faces, but Lilly seems almost pleased at the situation. I guess I was wrong about you two, though. Eh? What do you mean? Lilly's smile widens a little, like someone remembering their childhood. When you and Hanako first met, I thought that it was a good chance to help her make something more than a friend. But after the festival and that picnic, I thought that she wasn't interested in you in that kind of way. So I just let things be. Forcing these issues never really works. I don't get what you mean. You wanted to set us up? Well, nothing so blatant. I merely wanted to push you two together. It seems that I didn't have to do anything. But I think you did in a way. If you didn't get sick, I don't think Hanako and I would have ended up together. I don't think so either. And you're still our friend, so long as you're okay with that. My, of course I am. I'm overjoyed to see Hanako happy. She's had a rough time. When she first arrived, I thought she would never open up to anyone. It took her about 2 months before she would even talk to me. Really? But you're like best friends. Lilly was always nice to me. I was just a little afraid at the beginning. I guess it is hard to move into a new school, especially one like this. I still can't believe that I met everyone here so quickly. New places are always a good basis for new friendships. And it's normal to make a lot of friends in a place like this, where everyone is the same because they are different. I open my mouth to reply, but my words are blocked by a long, reaching yawn. Oh, sorry. It's quite alright. I could imagine that you would be exhausted. Yeah, and I didn't get a bit of study done.
The exams, I forgot.
I pat Hanako on the head. Tell you what, tomorrow night we'll study together. Sound good?
Oh, okay.
My, this sounds interesting. It's not like that. We need to study. We're in the same classes, so it makes sense, right?
Right?
Honestly, it's not like that. Very well, I will take your word for it. Now, however, I think you should return to your room before you cause us any more distress.
Good night, Hisao.
I stand up and Hanako springs to her feet.
Good night, Hisao.
She leans forward, almost tripping over Lilly's table in the process. She kisses me gently on the cheek, a grin spreading from ear to ear. And I'm blushing over here, and I'm not even in the game.
I'll see you in class tomorrow.
Night, Hanako.
Hisao?
Hmm?
I love you.
Love you too. Night. And here we go, folks. We enter Act 5. Yes, there's an Act 5 in the beta version. Act 5, Elucidation. Yeah, I'm not positive if we're going to get it done in this part, so that's why I say Part 7 right now, because I'm uncertain. We'll find out, though. What a weekend! After leaving Lilly's room, I practically fell straight asleep. Without setting my alarm. If it wasn't for a particularly shrill bird, I would have been late to class. The run to beat the bells set my chest ablaze, and for all the wrong reasons. Some people joke about giving themselves a heart attack in situations like that. It's not so funny when it's a part of your reality. But that's not the point. My tardiness neglected my morning conversation with Hanako, and now that there's only a few seconds to the lunch bells, I'm itching to say good morning. Amongst other things, of course. Muto finishes writing the last of the exam timetable on the board and puts down the chalk. So ends this trimester's lessons. From now until the end of your exams is study time. Myself and the other teachers will be available to help you. But I suppose if you have made it this far and haven't absorbed the material, there's very little we can do for you. The bells ring, Muto leaves the classroom, but no one moves. The severity of his words seemed to hit home with more than a few students. Ashen faces fill the room, but none more Ashen than the one closest to me.
Hey, Hisao. He's not serious, is he?
Man, I never thought anyone would knock the wind out of Misha's sails. She still wears her idiotic smile, but her eyes are dead. No worse than dead. From the nose up, Misha looks like a zombie. I don't think it's that bad. I mean, you've passed most of your tests to now, right? No change. Oh well, this is amusing in its own right. Behind the zombified Misha, Shizune taps impatiently on the desk. Misha, however, doesn't react, so I am left facing a clearly unimpressed Shizune. I try to gesture what to her, but to no avail. She sighs, pushes her glasses up on her nose, and points behind me. Eh?
Good morning, Hisao.
Hanako, sorry, I got distracted, and I was late this morning, and yeah.
That's okay. I wanted to speak to Misha and Shizune, too.
Huh? Misha snaps out of her reverie.
You want to speak to us? Well, I ended up making too much for lunch today, and you and Shizune seem to talk to Hisao a lot, and, I wanted to know if you wanted to join us for lunch and study. Maybe. Only if you wanted to. Eh? What's this? You're asking us to come with you? But you never talk to anyone! Well, I thought that you and Shizune might get lonely. There's no one else on the console.
I thought you said there were a lot of people on the console.
There is, but there isn't. It's like that.
Oh, I get it. I don't get it.
But this is big news! Let's study! Count us in!
Shouldn't you ask Shizune first? Shizune sits directly next to Misha, who seems oblivious to her presence. In fact, I think this is the longest that I think I've seen Misha go without signing something.
What? No! She'll pretend to say no, but she'll come along. We've seen you work in science. We need someone like you that isn't dumb at it.
Misha lowers her voice.
Shi-chan would never admit it, but she's bad at science. But don't tell her I told you that.
Behind Misha, a shadow rises. Tapping on the desk didn't work. Gently tapping her shoulder didn't work. In a soundless vocabulary, these are the equivalent of "excuse me" and "hey, Misha." Misha, however, remains oblivious. The shadow winds up and delivers possibly the most graphical "I'm talking to you, damn it" that I have ever seen.
Ouch, Shizune! You didn't have to do that. Yes, I did. You weren't paying attention. But I was talking to Hisao. About what?
Misha's mouth stalls, however her hands go through the pre-programmed movements, spelling out her thoughts directly to Shizune.
I should hit you again for being so insolent. Now tell me, what's going on? Oh, Hisao and Hanako want to study with us. Aren't we lucky? Really? Really? Well, the council has light duties during the exam period, so I think it is a good idea. Hey, Shi-chan, can we use the council office? I don't see why not. Hisao, what do you think?
I was so wrapped up in Misha's solo dialogue that I only barely registered my name being mentioned.
It sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, sure, but lunch first?
Yippee! Lunch! We could do that, right? You should always study on a full stomach, right?
I don't even know who is talking anymore.
So, where do we go? I asked Lilly to meet us in the usual spot, so maybe... Oh, where's that?
The roof. It's kind of our place. No one ever goes there.
You're right, I've never been there! That's because it's supposed to be out of bounds. But don't be a killjoy. Hana here has invited us, we can't say no. Hanako invited us? Yeah. Huh, I guess we can't refuse then. Great, lead the way, Hisao!
Sure. Slightly confused, I head up the narrow stairway to the roof. The midday sun is a little blinding, but I can clearly make out three shapes sitting near each other. Oh, the others are here.
Others? Ah, Hanako, Hisao, is that you? Yes, Lilly, we brought friends. Friends?
Brought?
Hey, I know you!
Who?
Who? Yeah, don't you remember? The art room!
I don't think I remember anything like that.
Don't tell me. I knew it! It was kind of dark, so... That was a mistake.
What's going on here?
It's a secret! It's a secret!
Oh. That's twice now, Emmy.
It was just one time. What was one time? Oh, never mind. We just met up once. I was looking for Rin and...
You were looking for me in the art room? I thought you lived in there.
You were there a lot of the time. If I were to search for you, I would look there first.
Huh, I would have looked where I was first.
That makes sense! Anyway, why are we all here? Hanako invited us here!
Hanako did?
I thought we should study together. We are in the same class. And we have the council room to ourselves!
My, I don't suppose this is the fortune to actually study, is it, Hanako? Hisao? Maybe. You won't study unless you're in the council room? I guess I have the same rule. I have never studied, nor have I been to the council room.
Makes sense. Oh, sorry, it doesn't.
You change your mind a lot. She's talking for two and thinking for none.
It's true. Hey!
See? Interesting. Who are you?
Shizune. And I'm Misha.
Can we be friends?
I don't see why not. Hey, now be careful.
Of what?
Nothing.
Okay. So, I take it we will all be studying together?
Well, Hisao is good at science and you're good at music. Really? I really suck at science. Can you please teach me?
I guess, but...
Oh, that's right! Muto likes you. He's always asking you to explain things. Please?
I don't really have a choice, do I?
Is the council room big enough for all of us?
Should be. We could also have a lot of snacks while we study.
Splendid. Should I bring my tea set? You have a tea set?
Yeah, a good one too.
We use it all the time.
Hang on, are you two going out? Yes, sorry, I didn't send out a memo yet. Why would you do that?
Oh, so that's why you two were together.
You didn't notice? She's thinking for none. Or is that the other one? Rin looks thoroughly perplexed, but generally interested in the dual mind of Misha and Shizune. It's the first time I've seen her actually animated in the least.
So, Hakamichi and Shina.
Who? Shizune and Misha. So, that's their names.
As I was saying, Shizune and Misha will provide the room, Hisao shall provide the tuition, and I shall provide the tea. I can make some sandwiches.
They're pretty good.
Hanako can provide the food. I can run to the shops and get some snacks really fast.
I'm not studying. I just want to see Shizukichi and Shisha more. Shisha. You sound like a dance.
Eh?
I can see Misha's tireless hands falter as Rin launches into her full babble mode.
So, it's settled. What time shall we meet, teacher?
I am set upon by 6 pairs of excited eyes, each seemingly more intrigued than the last. Let's say 3 o'clock?
3 it is. Watch me. I'll be back. Save me a seat.
Emmy scoffs the last of her lunch, grabs Rin's sleeve, and makes a beeline for the stairwell door. Eh? Why am I going? I want to stay with the dancers.
Because I have no money.
I shall return. Shisha.
Eh?
Whilst Misha's brain tries to sort through recent proceedings, Hanako spreads out her food on a small blanket. True to her word, she has made far too much for even 2 people.
Ooh, you did make a lot. Is it okay? But please, help yourself. I think I will. Thank you for the food, Hanako. You're welcome. Hey, these are good.
I told you.
Thanks. No, thank you, Hanako.
Whilst the others are distracted with the food, I lean in close to Hanako. Are you sure this is a good idea?
I thought it would be better with more people.
You mean so we study instead of, you know...
Sorta. But I've been in the same class as Shizune and Misha for a while now. And they always talk to you in class, so I want to talk to them too.
I feel a smile creep across my face, and a sideways glance at Lilly confirms that she, too, is grinning. Whilst there is a lot of food before the might of the 5 of us, it has gone fairly quickly.
Thank you for that. You're welcome. Well, we have to prepare the council room for this many visitors, if you'll excuse us.
Go ahead, I have to go back to my room to get my notes anyway.
We'll see you there at 3 then.
Shizune bows slightly and Misha skips ahead of her, into the stairwell.
My, that was lively.
Indeed.
I thought it was fun.
Eh?
It was a little busy, but fun.
I think you're right there.
Are you going to be alright for the study sessions?
Sessions?
Surely we aren't going to all this trouble for one afternoon.
A little piece of me dies inside. Am I going to be stuck teaching 6 girls for the next 2 weeks?
I think I'll be fine. And it's less of a distraction than... Oh, I suppose you are right there.
Yeah, I suppose we have no choice now. It's hard enough getting away with one person watching, let alone 5.
I wasn't watching.
Listening, then.
Hisao and Hanako, are you perchance insinuating that I am some kind of voyeur?
No, not at all, but you were. Lilly swings out in my direction, landing a playful punch on my back. Still, I can't resist hamming it up. Hey, ow!
Be quiet, you. I know that didn't hurt. That wasn't the point.
Lily's fake seriousness makes Hanako and I laugh, and before long she joins us in laughter.
Come now, that's enough horsing around. How much longer do we have before class?
Just under an hour.
Well then, don't you think that we should prepare?
Yeah, you're right. Hanako, do you need a hand?
No, I should be fine. I'll see you there.
I lean over and kiss Hanako before setting off to collect my notes. Just how the hell did I get roped into this? I entered the student council office, utterly surprised at the changes since the last time I was here. Well, more specifically, the changes that seem to have happened in the past hour.
Ta-da! What do you think?
I'm amazed. Where did you get...
Classrooms.
And the...
Staff room.
I shake my head at the absurdity of it all. Shizune's desk has been pushed off to one side, and in its place 6 classroom desks have been lined up in 2 rows. Next to the door stands a small blackboard on wheels, fully equipped with chalk, eraser, and wooden ruler.
Put on the jacket! Do it!
Okay, but whose is it?
Stop asking irrelevant questions! When taking on roles such as this, getting the look right is the most important thing. Besides, if you were to teach us in your uniform, we wouldn't be able to take you seriously.
I thought that this was supposed to be a study session.
It is a study session, for us. That's right, Hisao, you're going to help us pass.
Do I really have to wear the jacket?
Yes!
Reluctantly, I shrug the jacket onto my shoulders. It smells a little of cigarettes and alcohol. I guess one of our teachers is a fan of the local bars.
It's perfect, isn't it, Shizu? Indeed, it's as if it were made for you. Is this the right place?
Lilly and Hanako appear at the doorway, both carrying arms full of provisions. Yeah, this is it. Come on in.
You look funny, Hisao.
Tell them, they're the ones that are making me wear it.
It's perfect, isn't it, Hanako?
The more time I spend with Misha, the more I believe that she would stop functioning if Shizune were to disappear.
It looks kind of familiar.
It's one of the teachers.
No, not like that. Like, from before.
I try to read Hanako's face, but it's impossible. Almost as if she is trying to remember something, but is unsure if she wants to. I could take it off if you want.
No. It suits you. Told you!
Without warning, Hanako lurches forward, nearly dropping the teapot she is carrying.
Sorry, I didn't see you there. That's okay.
I told you it was too fast.
I guess I messed up. It's alright.
Though, in saying that, Hanako makes sure to quickly arrange Lilly's tea set on Shizune's desk. Following suit, Emmy unceremoniously empties her 2 shopping bags onto the desk, sending boxes of snacks skittling across the table.
Help yourself. Rin had a bit of money saved up, so I went all out.
I never said that we should share them.
Too late!
Misha opens the box nearest to her, grabs a handful of the chocolate-coated treats, and passes the box to Shizune. Rin watches in disbelief. So, both of you eat.
Of course! What did you expect?
I don't know. Hey, is this a study session, or are we just going to stand around and eat all afternoon? Yeah, Hisao brings up an interesting point, and also, time is up, so we're gonna cut it off here. Stay tuned for Let's Play, Katawa Shoujo, Hanako's Beta Path, potentially the final part coming up, or part 8, we'll see what happens there. I'm gonna guess it's the final part, I think we're getting near the end. Anyway, stay tuned for the finale, folks, see you then, peoples!